Okay, so let's get straight on and talk about VLANs. So by default, the management VLAN on these switches is going to be VLAN 1. That's not just these switches, that's pretty much all of Cisco. So if you do show VLAN brief, you can see that the default VLAN here is number 1. And if we want to, we can add another VLAN into that. Quite simply just by typing in a couple of commands. So in order to get into configuration mode, we have to make sure we're in enable mode, which you already are, we've just done it, and then after that you have to do configure terminal, or you can do conft for short. And once you've done conft, you can do a VLAN and then the particular VLAN name. So say we'll do VLAN 10. And then as you can see, it drops your command prompt a further thing down, and you're now in the config VLAN section. And we'll give it a name. We'll call it name test VLAN. So we've created a VLAN. We've called it test VLAN, and then after that we can go straight ahead and bring it up if it's not up by default, or we can even just put a particular port into it straight away. So usually you do no shutdown, but on this particular model it won't work. Usually you do no shut, but it won't work here. So let's exit out of here, exit, and then just do a show VLAN brief again. And then from there you can see that test VLAN has appeared as VLAN number 10, but there's nothing in it. So let's stick port number 1 in there, which the PC is connected to. Let's do conft again, and then we do conft interface, or conf interface, and it's going to be fast Ethernet 0.1, and then within there we do switch port mode access, which basically switch the mode of the access or of the port to an access port instead of a trunk, and then we do switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, we exit that, and now if we do a show VLAN brief, we can see that there is one active port in here, which is the test VLAN, which is port number 1. So if we go to port number 1 here, you can see that link's gone down already. So let's go into here. And go to, let's just close off that in fact. Close off that as well. So if we go into here, so if we just go into here, and then let's go to desktop, and then command prompt, we can still ping ourselves. But we shouldn't be able to ping the second PC anymore. Nope, we can't. So let's go over to the second switch here, and the CLI, and then we'll go to enable mode, and then configure terminal mode, and then we'll do VLAN 10, and then we'll name it test VLAN, and we exit, and then we do show VLAN brief. It's there, fantastic. And then we go back into conft, and then interface gigabit Ethernet 0.1. Sorry, fast Ethernet 0.1. And then we do switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Exit, and then come off there. And then we'll wait for this link to re-establish again, because it's effectively done like a shutdown and an up on here. And as you can see, next to the link state and the VLAN ID on the little menu there, you can see that it's up and it's connected to VLAN 10. So if we go back on here and we try and do that again, is the link up yet? No, it's not. Give it a minute, it won't take long. There we go, it's up. Let's try and ping it. Okay, we can't ping it. Why can we not ping it? Okay, so the one thing I forgot to do there was make these two ports here proper trunk ports. So you just have to go into the config of them, and you go down to the port that you're looking at, Gigabit Ethernet 1.1, and you just got to change out from access to trunk, and then it should work now. Which it does, and on the way back it should work as well. Oh, sorry, to 11. Yeah, great. Okay, so in there now, if we go into here and we do show VLAN brief, you can see that Fast Ethernet 1 is in there. So we can go ahead and we can add in another couple of nodes now. We can stick them on a different VLAN. And we'll just do that to demonstrate the segregation between the VLANs. So we'll go right ahead and add a couple more hosts onto here. Give them just a generic connection. Make this switch port 2. Same on this one. Switch port 2. Now we will give them the same IP address range. And here we'll do the same. Excellent. Okay, so we have 20 and 21 there. Let's see if they can ping each other. So you can ping itself. Can't ping the neighbor yet, I'm presuming. Nope, but that's okay. I just want to check to make sure we can still ping from these two nodes here. So let's just have a quick check. So this was 10, the other one was 11. So see if we can ping from 10. So you can ping yourself, you can ping your neighbor, you can't ping, can you ping? You can't ping your other neighbor, which is exactly what we wanted because this one and this one are both on a separate VLAN. As you can tell, if we look at the basic information for this, it's on port number 1, it's on VLAN 10, everything else is on VLAN number 1. So what we could do, if we go onto the switch here, let's go to the CLI and we do enable again and show running to see what config we've got running here. You can see that we've got interface fast Ethernet 01, switch port access VLAN 10, switch port mode access. So what we'll quickly do is we'll do conf t, then we'll do interface fast Ethernet 01, and we'll do switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. Exit, exit, and we'll close that. So from here now, we should be able to ping these two devices here because we've just added that port to the VLAN. If it's come up yet, which it says it has, but we give it a second. Okay, that's never going to come up because exactly what I just did there was what's already done. I just added fast Ethernet 01 to the switch port. So sorry, to the VLAN. What I should have done. See, it's so easy to do things wrong. Conf t interface fast Ethernet 02. Switch port mode access. Switch port mode access VLAN 10. Okay, let's try again. Wait for this to come up. Well, we'll try and ping from say PC1 through to this one here, which was 21, I believe. So we ping 192.168.1.11, which is myself. I can still ping .10, which is this one over here, and this one was 21. So as soon as that link comes up green, we should be able to ping it. Still can't ping it. Okay, so after a bit of digging around, I figured out why it won't work, because in here I put 182 instead of 192. So 192.168.1.21 is now perfectly pingable. And now if we configure this with, we'll check to make sure we've configured it with the right address as well, which we have. Great. That still shouldn't be pingable because that port isn't on a VLAN yet. Nope. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll go across to this one here, and then we'll do enable mode first, and then configure terminal, and then we'll select interface fast Ethernet 02, because that's what this is connected to, and then we'll do switch port mode access, then we'll do switch port access VLAN 10. And then we wait. As soon as it turns green, we should start to see a response. Here we go. Excellent. So now we'll do a bit of network segregation here. We'll make sure that this host here and this host here can speak to each other, and then we'll make sure that these two here are on a separate VLAN. So we'll go to switch 0, and we'll exit out of here. We'll go config, and then we'll do VLAN 11, and we'll do name as new VLAN, and then we exit, and then we do interface fast Ethernet 02, then we do switch port access VLAN 11, exit, exit, and then we go onto here, then we do VLAN 11, name, new VLAN, and then exit, interface, fast Ethernet 02, spelled correctly, and then switch port access VLAN 11. So then on here, if we look at the summary page, we should be able to see that fast Ethernet 2 is on VLAN 11, as is fast Ethernet 2 on here as well. So from here, we should be able to ping ourselves, and our neighbours when the link comes up. There we go. But we shouldn't be able to ping PC 0 or 1 because they're in separate VLAN. There we go. A good, not so perfect, but a good example of network segregation.